Hello everyone. I hope that I'm live right now. If you guys are able to listen to me properly as well as there's no problem with the audio or the video, please do let me know. Good evening everyone. Good evening. Good evening. Hello everyone. Hello. I hope that my audio and the video are absolutely perfect. There's no issues with the audio or the video. Please do let me know if you are facing any problems. No problems. Okay, that's great. Hello everyone. Hello. Good evening, good evening, good evening. We'll wait for like 5 more minutes so that everyone is able to join us. Up till that point of time, if you guys have any questions, any queries, you can put it down in the live chat and I will try to answer as many questions as possible. Okay. Good evening, guys. Good evening. I also wanted to inform you that the registrations for the next bootcamp have already started. So if you want to register yourself, the next bootcamp will be the Hogwarts Invisibility Cloak using Python and computer vision. So we'll be studying Python from scratch, and then we'll be looking at the basics of computer vision using deep learning, and then we'll be having your invisibility cloak project at the end. So that is what we are going to do for the next bootcamp. So if you haven't registered yourself up till this point of time, I would suggest to go ahead and register yourself. Okay. Okay. So which skill is most in demand in the future? Others, this is one of the most questions, like seen questions that I have seen up till this point of time. But if you are in your college and you are not currently working anywhere, if you're not in a particular job, you are currently in college, uh, it does not matter which skill you are learning until unless you are going with freelancing or something like that. That's totally different. If you want to get a good job at a good company, then there are just three things that you need to focus upon: data structures and algorithms, competitive programming, and then at the end you might focus upon either data science or full stack. That is more than sufficient to land a job in any of the great companies. We actually have got like almost 800 students placed in through DevTown at various companies including Google, Microsoft, Flipkart, and many more. So I can personally guarantee you this, that it does not matter which technology that you are learning of. At the end of the day, all it matters is these three things: DSA, CP, and then one of the technologies. My suggestion would be go with full stack or data science. Okay. So our paid course is worth it. See, like, so I will let you know like how we founded DevTown at the end of the day. So when I was in college, I was selected on behalf of Google Explore ML program to teach machine learning, deep learning, and technology related programs at various universities. So I used to teach at that point of time, and many of the students actually appreciate it. So like I used to focus upon like placements. Like my major concern was that my juniors should be able to get placed, and I started out from my own personal college, and then people started joining us from like NIT Surat, BIT, other BITs at Billa Institute of Technology, and many other colleges. So we decided that okay, now it is getting like very difficult for me to actually reach out to them and have these sessions. So I will bring in some of my friends to teach. So I got some of my friends at Microsoft, Google to join me in teaching them on a daily basis, training them for their placements. What we found out was any program that when I was looking at different programs that I could suggest my juniors to follow, any program that I liked costs about 60,000 to 1 lakh 50,000 or even 2.5 lakhs if you go with something like Scalar. And that was just bullshit at the end of the day. Like I was like, dude, like you are paying more than your college fees to these institutes, and whatever they're teaching, although it's important, but it's not worth it. So on the basis of that, we founded DevTown, that there should be some place where you don't have to like sell your kidneys to actually study and get placements as well. You need to focus upon just three things. Again, see, most of you would be asking me the same questions like, is Node.js better than Laravel, or is machine learning better than deep learning, or is machine or data science better than full stack? Please try to understand this. Every person has his or her different ideologies of what success is. For many of you, it may be like, okay, I need to go into FANG. By FANG, I mean Facebook, Amazon, that you are having, your Apple, Microsoft also somebody considers that, Google, Netflix, all these type of big as companies. For some of you, it may be some financial based companies like Goldman Sachs, DE Shaw, who are paying like, these are the companies who are paying above 30 lakhs an annum. For some of you, it may be companies like Flipkart or similar companies who are paying around 20 lakhs an annum. So everybody has a very different ideology upon what success means. And for you, especially those who are still in college, your main focus of success, your main definition of success should be getting a good placement. I would be very frank about it. If you have good placement, like you have good amount of money in your bank, you will always feel secured at the end of the day. Okay, so you need to make sure that you have to understand the basics very like in depth, your data structures and algorithm, competitive programming, as well as one technology. It does not matter which technology that you are learning, one good technology you should be able to have a good hands-on practice upon. If you have some internships to so far, if you have some projects that you have worked on, it's excellent. Okay, but you don't have to know everything. Okay, even a software engineer having 5 years of experience does not know anything. He also googles everything all the time. All the time he will be learning new technologies. The technology that I have learned yesterday, I would have to relearn a new technology today to keep on working as a software engineer. So you guys need to focus upon data structures, algorithms, computer programming, and one technology. That is more than sufficient. Okay. Okay. Next.js or React.js? See, React.js is the foundations for Next.js. If you don't know React.js and you're directly starting off with Next.js, in the interview, they will question you about React.js itself, thinking that you have the basic knowledge for that. And there they will be able to identify that you don't know shit about Next.js. So you need to make sure that your foundations are clear. Nobody is going to expect that you know Next.js at any point of time. They will be expecting that you know React.js if you're saying that you are a full stack developer. Okay. What advice will you give to someone who wants to learn how to code? Fred, my advice would be practice. For coding, the most important thing to have a good hands-on practice every single day. See, there are two type of people in programming. One are talented and the other one is hardworking. There are just two kinds of people who are currently there. The talented is like 1 in 1 lakh. Okay, if there are 1 lakh software engineers, there is just one person who's talented to be there. The rest 999,000 people are all hardworking people. Not everyone cannot be talented. You have to continuously work hard. You have to practice. If you want to become a good software engineer at any point of time, if you want to learn coding, it's all about daily practice. You cannot skip on practice if you want to learn how to code. Okay. Okay. So what technology should we learn to get a good placement? Again, Amit, like I said, again and again, technology isn't important. Yes, if you are a full stack developer, if you're an excellent full stack developer, it's great. But DSA and CP is also important. Okay, if so, my suggestion would be, if you are from a very good college, if you are from tier 1 college or tier 2 college as well, I will consider IITs, NITs, BITs to be in that level. Good NITs, IITs, and BITs. So all these colleges, I would suggest you should go further with data science. Okay, because the companies that are going to come to your placements will be focused much more upon that. Okay, along with DSA and CP, DSA and CP you cannot skip out. That is compulsory. As for technology, my suggestion would be data science. But if you're not from a good college, if you're from a tier 3 college, or if you are from some other branch, maybe you are from civil, mechanical, chemical, I will suggest go further with full stack development. Full stack development, if you are a good full stack developer, it's guaranteed that you're going to get a job. So for example, let me just show it to you guys if you want. Let me just go to DevTown as well as the attendance. So like we have our placed most of our graduates. So for us, like it's a very proud thing to say that these graduates have been placed via us. So we have like tie-ups with Microsoft, Gap, Accenture, Google, Amazon, Samsung, Geo, Flipkart, Oracle, Barclays, Walmart. So there's a lot many companies that we have a very good relationship with, and we are able to get our students placed right over there directly. But the thing is, these students also started out like you guys. Okay, it's not important to know everything. These also didn't like nobody's born with all the information. You have to build upon that. They practiced, they attended the sessions properly, they practiced data structures and algorithms and computer programming on a daily basis. They did all their projects on time. So we got a lot many number of students placed in these companies. So for this hiring session that we had just 6 months ago, we got like 9 students placed in Microsoft, 7 in Google, 9 in Amazon, 12 in Gap, 15 in Samsung, 21 in Geo. So as you're able to see, like companies are there to hire you, companies want people to join them, but the quality of students isn't up to the mark for these companies to actually accept them into like working at these big institutes. You have to be the best at what you are doing, only then. So for example, if I am a civil graduate from a tier 3 college and have the same knowledge as a particular person from a tier 2 college who is from CAC, why would Samsung or why would Flipkart prefer me over them? There's no reason to do that. You have to be the best. If you leave, like, okay, even if I don't have the background, even if I'm not from a good college, I can excel at whatever I'm doing right now, I am the best at what I do, then of course for any company it becomes a no brainer to actually take you up and about with them. The average placements that we got this particular hiring season was 13 lakhs per annum. That was the high average package, with the highest going to Google for 58 lakhs CTC, and the lowest that we were able to get was from PwC, that was 6 lakhs an annum. So that is the basic thing. Companies are there, and they're paying top dollar to hire the right talents. You have to identify yourself if you want to actually work hard and become that right talent, or like you can continue your life as you are doing right now. Nobody gets like, of course there is a lot of unemployment as well in India, but I hope that if you guys are here in this boot camp, you are actually serious about your studies and about placements as well. So I hope that you guys would actually be able to do some good and get into some good companies as well. But you have to continuously work hard, and please keep that in mind. Data so everybody is talking about like, I want to learn blockchain, I want to learn cybersecurity, I want to learn this, I want to learn that. That is all bullshit. That's just hype. That won't help you get placed. That will get you some puny internships at some puny startups. That's it. They have no value at the end of the day. Because for every company the tech stack is different. Maybe somebody is working in Mern stack. Okay, just let's take an example. Right now you are learning Mern. Okay, the concepts remain the same, the underlying fundamentals remain the same. If you are going to join, maybe let's say Amazon, or okay, so for there maybe they are working on Go. Okay, the backend is in Go, the front end is in React. Every company, even in a particular company as well, every department, so for example the administration department, the authentication department, the subscription department, all these different departments are there. Every single department has a different tech stack. So the companies don't actually expect you to know these tech stacks. What they want is, are you able to problem solve things properly or not? Problem solving is a skill that they are looking forward to. Then let's take up an example. Most of you must have given JEE mains, am I right? Have you guys given JEE mains? Please let me know. Are you guys familiar with JEE mains and advance? Great. So maybe you are a top Prize winner physicist. Okay, you are a top level Nobel Prize winner physicist. Just think about it. Okay, just like take up an example. But you are shitty in math, in chemistry, and when you're giving the mains exam, you didn't score well. If you're even if you are the brightest of the physicists that is out there, but if you're not able to score well on the mains exam or on the advanced exam, you're never going to get into IITs or NITs. Never ever will you be able to get into these colleges. Although when you are going into that particular college, maybe in CSE, there's no use of physics, chemistry, maths right over there. Like the level of maths, the level of physics, the level of chemistry that is being asked in the JEE mains and the advanced exams, there is no utilization of those topics in your college life. Entire 4 year, you are not going to touch that particular subject as well. But still, if you're not passing that examination, you will never go into that particular college. The same goes on with companies. The companies need to get the brightest of minds. Now they cannot sit with you, they cannot talk with you, they cannot understand you for every single person. They cannot spend that much amount of time to get to know you. So what they have done is they have made some generalized tests, and these tests revolve around DSA, then computer programming, and then they look at your projects, then they look at the things that you have done, just to get an overview of how well you are, like how well into technology are you. And that is the main thing, guys. This is the reality. Like, see, my main concern with starting this boot camps and everything was, there are many YouTubers, there are many people, many of them are foreigners, and they don't actually understand what is going on in India. The hiring process is not as easy as just making an Amazon clone and yes, you're going to get placed. If you are thinking about a dream package, it's not that easy. You have to work hard. So that is the reason why we started out with DevTown. What we have done is we brought in people from various different companies. So these are mentors that are present right now. We have people from Amazon, Google, American Express, Morgan Stanley, HP, Porsche. We have people from Oracle, Cisco, Sony, Goldman Sachs, Microsoft, Geo. So all these people, all these mentors are basically people who have just cracked these companies right now. They know how to crack a company, and that is what you need to learn at the end of the day. And that is the aim of DevTown, to be able to make you guys understand that even though web development is an important skill to learn, it is not, it alone will not be able to help you get a good placement. Yes, I'm not saying web development won't help you make money. That's totally different. That's a totally different sentence. Web development has the highest potential in freelancing. For a good full stack web developer, you can easily get clients who are ready to pay you almost 1 lakh every single week to get a project ready from you. A good freelancer who has a good knowledge of web development, just MERN stack, just DevOps, cloud computing, and then a bit of like external elements as well. A little bit of designing, that's it. Freelancing opportunities in web development is a huge market out there. But see, this is India. I also am able to understand this. For 99.99% of you, placements are more important rather than earning money. To work at Geo is much more prestigious. To work at Google is much more prestigious to you rather than to earn almost twice of what a software engineer at Google is going to earn, but doing freelancing. So I'm able to identify that. So my suggestion to you would be, focus upon learning one language, go with either C++ or Java. So we are going to release the C++ lecture. So let me just search for it. So we have already created the C++ course. We are going to release it on YouTube for free. The entire C++ as a language, everything that you need to learn to understand the entire programming language of C++, we will be releasing it there. It's like 35 videos that we have created up till now. We will be releasing it on YouTube for free for everyone to learn from. Okay, we will be starting to do that from, I guess, this week itself. I will encourage you to start learning C++, then start off with data structures and algorithms as well as computer programming, and simultaneously take up one good technology. My suggestion would be, again, if you are from a tier 1, tier 2 college from good CSE, IT, ECE, triple E background, then go further with data science. If you are not from tier 1, tier 2, or you are from like civil, chemical, mechanical, or these type of branches, then go further with web development along with C++ and DSA. You cannot see, both are essential for getting you the best placements. Okay, if you lose one of them, then you will get an average placement. That's it. Okay, that's the only difference. If you want to go for the best, you will have to do both. If you're doing one of them, you won't be able to get the best. You will end up like around 10 lakhs CTC, 10 to 12 lakhs CTC. It's a great placement. I'm not saying that like the average placements that we got for the previous 800 students were around 13 lakhs. That was the average for 800 students. But almost 30 to 40% were able to bag a placement that was greater than 20 lakhs. So I'm very proud of how the previous batch turned up. So yeah. We'll be uploading the C++ one by today. Today we'll be uploading. No. This week. By this week, we will be uploading the C++one as well. Okay. How to start with machine learning? I think so. We have lost a lot of time. I should get started with teaching right now. I will try to take up some time at the end of the class to like answer most of your questions. I got carried away a bit. Okay. Okay. So let's get started. Okay. So previously we learned about variables. We learned about data types in JavaScript. Right now we are going to learn about functions. Okay. Let's try to understand something. Let's go back to our drawing board. Okay, let me just search for paint. Okay, let's try to understand something. For example, uh, if I tell you to bring me a glass of water, okay, if I tell you a particular command, bring me a glass of water, what would you do? You'll get up from your chair, you will move to your lazy ass to the water purifier. You will take a water from that, you will pick up a glass, you will take out water from the water purifier. You will travel the again the same route back to me, okay, if I'm sitting near you, and you will give me the glass of water at the end. So that is the entire process that you do when I tell you bring me a glass of water. But think of this sentence, that you were able to understand all the things that you had to do from a single sentence. I didn't have to tell you that, okay, get up, now go to the water purifier, pick up a glass, switch on the water purifier, fill up the glass, switch off the water purifier, come back to the same location, give me the glass of water. I didn't have to tell you this entire thing. And if I want to get you if I want you to get me a glass of water 3 times a day, I don't have to repeat the entire process to you 3 times a day. I can just say bring me a glass of water and you will be able to do the entire process. Am I clear about this? Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. I'll just open up the live chat as well. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Okay. So the same goes for coding as well. For example, you have a monotonous like thing. For example, every time a user is basically coming to a particular class, okay, if a particular user is coming to a particular website, what you want to do is you want to set up a prompt. Okay, take in the name of that particular user, save it to a variable called as name. So name is equals to prompt and what is your name. Okay, and then you want to create an alert. Okay, you want to create an alert that, okay, hello, whatever your name is, whatever the user has inputted, how are you? Okay, and then you want to have again another like name and everything, and like that's the entire process. You want to take a name from the user, save it into a variable and create an alert. Hello, hello Shaurya, how are you? That's it. That's the entire thing that you want to do. But right now the difference, right, so somebody is writing loop description incoming, but that's not correct. That particular person can come to your website, can do the entire thing that he wants. Okay, now the prompt comes, he's putting his name up inside it, he's getting the message, he's playing around with your website. After doing a lot many number of things, again that prompt comes, then he's has to put in his name, then the alert comes that hi, how are you, and so on and so forth. So there's a break in the middle. Like I cannot just continuously send him prompts again and again and again. There's a break in the middle. I want to execute these two lines of code again and again after some time, maybe after a particular piece of code has been written. So for example, these two lines of code, then something has happened, then again these two lines of code, then something has happened, then these two lines of code, then something has happened, and so on and so forth. Now to write this particular two lines of code again and again and again is a very big like task. Like maybe you are skipping on a particular semicolon, or maybe like it just makes your code look so shabby and so big that it becomes so. And for example, if I want to change the sentence in alert, hello Shaurya, how are you, I want to change it to hello Shaurya, how's your day. Okay, then I will have to go back through the entire code, find all the existence of that particular line right over here, and change it again and again. So it is the same problem that we faced with variables as well. If you remember, this is the same problem that we faced with variables as well. So functions are nothing else but variables for a piece of code. Okay, functions are nothing else but variables for a piece of code. So bring me a glass of water is a function that basically describes this entire process. Okay, bring me a glass of water is a particular function that describes the entire process. Similarly, I can create a function. Okay, I can create a function called as hello. Okay, I can create a function called as hello that contains these two lines of code inside of it. And instead of writing these two lines of code again and again right over here, okay, I can just replace it with hello, hello, hello. And it refers back to these two lines of code that is actually stored inside of that particular function. It's the same, just replace the value. When you were creating variables, just replace the value to a particular piece of code. That is the definition of your function. Are you guys able to understand the use of function? We will be looking at it practically as well. This is a brief overview. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Okay, so very few people have understood. Am I not able to understand, like make you guys understand it in a proper sense? Please let me know, guys. Think about it as variables for a piece of code. That's the entire definition about functions itself. There is a lot more to that, but for the like initial stage, you can think about functions as that. Don't tell this to someone else, he will laugh at you. Okay, this is just to make you guys understand. Okay, great. Okay, so let's create a function right now. Okay, so let's go back to our code sources. Let's remove this particular two lines right over here. Let's first write the code that we want to run. So prompt, then you want to have what is your name, then you want to have alert, hello plus name plus let's have an exclamation mark right over here. Let's create a variable called as name right over here. So name bar name is going to prompt what is your name, alert hello name. So let's see if this is working. We are having what is your name. Let's put up Shaurya. So you are having hello Shaurya. So everything is working right over here. Now we want to create our very first function. To create a function is the same process as creating a variable as well. How to create a variable? We used to write var, then we used to write the name of that particular variable, and then we used to have the value on the right hand side. Similarly, to create a function, it's almost the same. So you're having the function, okay, then you are having the name. So the name of the function is hello. Okay, then you are having parameters. So right now there are no parameters. We'll be coming back to parameters at a later point of time. Right now we need to put up the value inside of it. Okay, so we are just going to cut it from right over here, Control X, Control V. Let's space it out. So right over here we have created our very first function. The name is hello. Okay, and then you are having var name is equals to prompt what is your name, alert, hello, name, and then exclamation mark. Okay, are you guys able to see this? How I've created a particular function? Please let me know, guys. Are you guys able to see this? How I've created a particular function? Please let me know. Okay, but when I'm running this particular line of code right over here, okay, if I'm running this particular control enter, okay, you are able to see nothing happens. We are not getting any prompt, we are not getting any alert. Why is that the case? See, this is called as defining a function. This is called as function definition. Just like you declared a variable when you write var a is equals to 13, you are declaring a variable, nothing happens. Just a variable is created, a value is stored inside of it. You will have to use it to actually make it work. The same goes on with a function as well. For a function, you are having a particular function that has been made right now. You have defined the function. Right now, you have to use it. You have to call that function. To call a function, it's pretty easy. You can directly write hello, the name of the function, parenthesis, and then your semicolon. Please note, at the end of the declaration of a function, you don't have a semicolon. Okay, there is not something that I've forgotten. Okay, there's no semicolon at the end of the definition of a function. But when you're calling a function to like run that particular 2 lines of code, you will have to put up a semicolon at the end. Now if I'm running this code, you are able to see that we are getting hello, what is your name? So we are going to have like sure written right over here, and then we are able to have the alert as well. Are you guys able to understand up till here? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand up till here? Please let me know, guys. How many of you like had no previous knowledge about JavaScript but still are able to understand? That is the main question. Those who already had the information or already had the knowledge, for them this is not the intended question. I want to ask to those students who are completely new to JavaScript, are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Tausif Ahmed, is this the first class that you are attending right now? Okay, no issues. I will just repeat one more time. So right over here, we defined the function. Okay, that is, we defined that, okay, this particular function means these 2 lines of code, but we're not actually running it. This is basically saying that, okay, this particular person is Shaurya. You will have to call Shaurya, okay, to have him to do anything. You will have to say, hey, Shaurya, come here. Right now I'm just saying this highlighted piece of code is just basically telling you that, okay, this particular person is Shaurya. Okay, but you will have to call that particular person to make him do anything. Okay, to make him do anything, you will have to call that particular person. So that is the same with functions as well. Here you are just defining the function. You're just saying that, okay, this function means this, and here you are calling that function that, okay, now I need to run this particular function. Okay, okay, great. Amazing, amazing. So, are you guys able to understand up till now? Please let me know. Okay, great. So, let's move on from right over here. But what if I have the age of that particular person from the start? I know that the user that is coming to my particular website is 18 years of age. So like for example, this particular function happened somewhere along the line, like there are like 10,000 lines of code, and this particular function is coming somewhere in the middle, and on the top itself I already have the information that, okay, your user is 18 years of age. How can I use that particular value inside my function? I have some value on the outside, I want to use it on the inside of the function. Okay, how can I do that? So for that, it's pretty easy. What you can do is you can take up props. Okay, so arguments or props, okay, that you can pass on to the function itself. That is like giving a gift to the function. Okay, when you are visiting a particular party, you can give a gift to that particular function, that user, that particular birthday person, like whoever's birthday was it, he can then utilize within his own house. The same goes with functions as well. You can give a prompt, props. You can give them arguments that they can use inside the function To do that, what you can do is you can just put up, like for example, 18. So you are going to pass on 18 to hello. Okay, this is called as age right over here, and then we can have it attached right over here. So hello name plus exclamation mark space, your age is semicolon space plus age. So right over here, I've expanded the code a bit. Right now, I'm passing some value into the function. I'm giving a gift to the function that he or she can use it as as they like. We are not forcing them to do anything. They can even do one thing, that they can like showcase the, so age is equals to age divided by 10. So let me just show you like dog age or something like that. So you can play with the value inside the function. So maybe you want to pass on the, so let's first of all run this particular line of code. Let's remove this. Okay, let's run this. So they're able to see we are getting what is your name. Okay, we can put up Shaurya right over here. So we are getting, hey Shaurya, your age is 18. Okay, so the value that we passed on, the value 18 that we passed on to the function, it is being utilized right over here. Okay, okay. So again, so for example, you want to do some changes. Maybe you want to show the age in dog years. So age is equals to age divided by 1.5. Okay, so that is how you calculate any human's age in dog years. Okay, so you are having age equals to age divided by 1.5. I have no idea about the mathematics. I'm just taking up a random number to calculate dog years. Okay, but like, yeah, just imagine that I know. So that is 1.5. So let's take up that. Okay, so when I'm running our line of code right now, okay, so what is your age, Shaurya? Okay, then we are getting, hey Shaurya, your age is 12. So I inputted a number 18. It was divided by 1.5 and we got 12 as the answer. Now you can even like simplify it further on as well. So for example, you just don't want an age. Okay, you want address of the user as well. So let's pass on the address. So let's say Bangalore. Okay, or Bangalore, whatever you guys prefer. Okay, we'll put up another parameter right over here, parameter prompt, or you can guess it as arguments as well. Okay, we will put it up as add. Let's put up as ad. I don't want to put up the entire address. ADRE. Okay, so let's put up as that. Okay, hello, your name is blah 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 blah. Plus space. You live in. Let me just move this to the next line itself. Okay, so alert, your hello name, your age is blah blah blah, you live in, and then you want a bit of space as well. Let's have your ADRE right over here. Control S, control enter. Shaurya, hello Shaurya, your age is 12, you live in Bangalore. Okay, so as you're able to see right over here, that we are able to pass multiple arguments, as many arguments that you want, you can pass on to the same. Maybe not just arguments. So for example, you have passed on an argument right over here. If you go into the console, okay, every time that you were running that particular function, you were returning undefined. Okay, there was no value that was given back to you. Okay, the function, so you went to a party, you gave a particular gift to that particular person, and then he didn't give you any return gift at the end when you were leaving. How would you feel? You won't feel good. JavaScript also doesn't feel good. JavaScript basically, console basically sees that, okay, you ran this particular function, you gave him a gift or you didn't give him a gift, I don't care, but the function didn't give you anything back. When you were exiting the function, when you were moving out of the function didn't give you anything back. Okay, you returned empty handed, and this is not what we want to do. Okay, this is not what we want to do. So right now we need to identify why this undefined is coming up, because the function is not returning you anything. Whereas when you were using prompt, if you remember, okay, if you remember prompt prompt, when you were using prompt, at the end of the day, whatever input that you were giving right over here was being returned back to you in the console. So when something is returned, okay, as some value was being returned to you by the function prompt, you are able to save that value into a variable as well. You cannot write var name is equals to alert what is your name. It won't work, because alert isn't returning you anything. but prompt was able to return to you the value that the user had put up inside the text box, and that value you were able to save inside the name, and this is the value that is being returned right over here. You're not getting undefined right now, but even if you run your own function, let's say hello, and you want to run the function with 18 comma, let's say Mumbai. Okay, so you want to run by 18 comma Mumbai. Okay, so hello H is capital. Okay, my mistake, H is actually capital right over here. So you are able to get your name right over here. You're getting hello something something. You live in Mumbai. Okay, so you're able to see that it's returning undefined. What if I want it to return my age in dog years? This is my aim. My function should be able to return my age in dog years. Okay, so what you can do for that is you just have to have a return statement. You want the function to return something. So return age. Okay, you just wanted to, so you have given age is equals to age divided by 1.5. So the value of age is now 12. Earlier on it was 18, now it is 12. You just want the function to return this age back to you. You just add a last line. At the last line, you just add return age. As soon as you are saving this right over here, going back to our console, rerunning this, let's put up something like this. You're having hello blah blah blah, your age is 12, you live in Mumbai, but you are not getting undefined anymore. You're getting 12 right over here. Now you can even save this into a particular variable. So variable dog years is equals to hello, and then you are having 18 comma, let's say 25 comma, let's say Delhi. So you are able to get, because you have whatever hello has returned to you, your age, whatever hello has returned to you, that has been saved inside your variable dog years. Okay, whatever has been like given back, okay, from the variable, whatever the function that you are able to get from the function, the value has now been saved in dog years. Again, console is not able to get anything out of this particular statement. The value came, it got stored into the variable, now you don't have anything. Now if you are writing dog years, you are able to get the value that was returned to you, that is 16.66666. Okay, this is the value that is stored in your variable dog years. This is the value that was returned by your function. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. What is the limit of parameters that we can pass through any of the functions? You don't. There's no limit. You can pass on as many that you want, but please remember that you shouldn't overdo it. Okay, there's no function that has like 1,000 parameters that are associated with it. You should keep in mind that whatever is necessary, only that is getting fed into the function. Okay. Okay, is JavaScript case sensitive? Yes, it is case sensitive. As you were able to see, my small hello wasn't working, but my capital hello was working. So yes, it is case sensitive. Okay. Yeah, but suggest me some of the platform where I can practice this JS. You can just search for a JavaScript IDE, like just JavaScript I online editor. Let's just search for that. Okay, there are so many editors right over here. You can choose any of those editors and start working with them. It's not a big deal. Can we take two inputs by using only one prompt box? No, you can't. You will have to have two different prompt box. Of course, if you are like taking up some of the parsers, okay, regular expressions we are using, yes, you can do it, but that won't be a straightforward method. You will have to use regular expressions for that. What happened? What are you guys not able to understand? Could you please let me know so that I'm able to like clear that particular portion of the doubt? Those who are not able to understand the stuff, can you please let me know what portion were you not able to understand? Okay, so Kritij, var dog years, as you're able to see, this is a variable var. Okay, guys. Okay, the undefined thing. See, when the function is not able to return anything, if there is no return statement to the function, it is not returning any return gift to you. So that is where you are getting undefined. Okay, that is where you are getting undefined. Okay, if you're having a return statement, the function is actually able to give you a return gift. So that return gift comes into the like console, and you are not seeing any kind of undefined right over here. Okay. Guys, please focus upon what I'm teaching right now. If you have doubts related to this, put it up in the live chat so that I'm able to identify those doubts properly. Okay. Okay, so prompt is something that will work off in your browser, uh, like in your browser console itself. It's made for console. It won't work on IDEs because there you are trying to access their browser's prompt. So most of the IDEs would have it blocked. It will only work on a local laptop itself. Undefined thing in code, we have to return age now. So anything, you can return anything. If you want to return the location, if you want to return any number, if you want to return random integers, you can do that. You can return anything that you want. It does not has to just return age. No, there is no dog age variable inside the functions. As you are able to see, there is no dog age variable inside the function. Yes, you can create that variable inside the function. It does not matter. Okay, Shritish, I think so. You have joined a lot late because we have already discussed this. We are actually discussing about functions. We created an entire function called as hello right over here. And then here we are just calling that function right over here, hello 25, comma Delhi. The value that is being returned is from this function that we have created, that is age, where we have altered the age to be divided by 1.5, and then the value that is like 25 divided by 1.5, that is being returned by this particular function, that is getting saved in a particular variable called as dog years. I think so you were late, hence you have missed this entire portion. I'll suggest that you should be like attending the session from the start itself. When we perform integer and floating point calculation, will the answer be returned in float or int? Some Samyanta Mukherjee, see, that is the beauty of coding. You can figure it out for yourself. Just do it. Put it up right over here. Is there a float? Is there a another thing right over here? No, this is just numbers. Numbers have the same thing. Okay, so you can directly go and check out the answer by just performing a simple calculation on your console. Okay. No, document dot write and alert is not the same. Okay, one is a method, one is a function. It's totally different. Okay, again, I'm asking, very few people told me what their doubts were. Okay, again, I'm asking anything. Many of you said that you were not able to understand. What are you not able to understand? Please let me know. Is the screen not clear? Please let me know, guys. QWERTY family plus age plus this, is this correct? Please tell us how to close this means syntax. Okay, so the plus should be outside the, okay, let me just show it to you. Okay, right over here, as you're able to see, whatever string that you want, that should be inside quotation marks. Then you are having the concatenation property that we had discussed yesterday, then the variable name, then another concatenation plus symbol, then again the string that you want to concatenate. Okay. Okay, so everybody's like concepts are clear, am I right? how is dog ears getting the age assigned to it? So basically, Fred, you need to understand this. Right over here, this particular function called as hello. Okay, so we are having this function right over here called as hello. That hello function is actually returning the age like value. So whatever age has been passed to this particular function, it is getting age is equals to age divided by 1.5, and you're able to get a return statement of age. Okay, so age is being returned. Okay, the age is being returned to back from the function. Now when you're going into the console, you will be able to see that right over here we are having var dog ears is equals to hello 25 comma delete. Now 25 goes inside the particular function, it gets divided by 1.5, so now age is 16.6666, and that is the value that is being returned right over here. Okay, okay, are you guys able to understand? Okay, great. So to get a value from the function, we are using return. So what is the work of console.log? So you are able to get a value from the function to use it somewhere else. That is the main function of having return statements in function, to get value to use it something else, not put it up in the console itself. You won't just create an entire function of like 100 lines of code to just have something being printed on the screen. For that, you are having your console.log. If you want to just print something on your screen, you are having just one line of code. Okay, okay, are you guys able to understand everything that we have learned up till now? Please let me know. Okay, so for today, I will show you the attendance right now. This is a QR code that I've generated for today's attendance. If it's possible, you can just scan this particular QR code and you will be able to fill the attendance link for today. Okay, so you can just scan this particular QR code to fill up your attendance link. Again, this is a YouTube video. If you have missed on the QR, you can just scroll back and watch the QR again. It is not a big deal. Okay, okay. So we'll meet again at 8 tomorrow. And for tomorrow, we'll be having we'll be starting off with a bit of React. A little bit of JavaScript is left. We'll be completing that, and we'll be starting off with React from tomorrow. Okay. Okay. Again, I will request everyone, if it's possible, to like the video. It is exceptionally important that you guys are able to continuously show your support so that we are able to approach many companies. So now we are in talks with Microsoft as well for the upcoming boot camps to issue certificates to you guys. Currently, you are getting certificates via Google, so it's exceptionally important that you guys are continuously showing your support towards the boot camps so that these companies are also able to identify that these boot camps are something that is able to give value to the students, and that is a continuous cycle. So you showing support to us, we showing that to the industries, and the industries getting you certificates. There's a continuous loop that will go on and on and on. So do hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. It takes almost like a second to hit the like button. It won't take a lot of time on your behalf. For the upcoming bootcamp, I will suggest you guys to definitely register for the same if you haven't done. Okay, so we'll be starting off with the bootcamp from the 24th of May. The timing will be again the same, 7 to 8. Okay, won't be changing the timings, and we'll have a blast. Okay, so thank you so much, guys. Let's meet tomorrow. Okay, have a good day. Thank you.